Linda, how are you?
I'm good. I'm great. Thank you. Just finished that 4-day challenge. So whenever my clients up level, I up level too, which is part of the benefit of being in this kind of work.
Yeah, I did the 4 day and it was amazing. I mean, I got so much out of that 4 day. Well, of course, and I love doing work with you because I'm seeing all these changes and shifts in me. And I guess, you can tell like I'm over the top excited about, my transformation, through working with you. And the 4 day, I have to say, something shifted in me. And, as you know, I've had some pretty weird stuff happen the last couple months that's been extremely devastating and shocking. And, what I am going to say right off the bat, if I hadn't done work with you and hadn't implemented a lot of your techniques, I don't think my body could have handled the stress I was under, as well as it did. And the saving thing was that I think, okay, what would Linda suggest? Or what have I learned from her courses that can help me? And an event that happened, I thought I was having a heart attack. And then I went, wait a sec, breathe, do some breath work. So the 4 day was amazing. And yeah, chat a little bit about that because I'm just so in awe of that 4 day challenge.
I love it. Thank you, Liz. And so beautiful to hear. That the key is that there's a difference between a transaction and a transformation. And what you're describing is a transformation because you can have a transaction. I buy something, I get the item, you get the cash. Or a transaction could be great. Yeah, I went and did this workshop and it was super cool and I learned these things. But the key is the application. So one of the reasons I do extended programs, and although this was a free online training, I did it over a 4-day period of time because you need that opportunity to take it out into your life and play with it and explore it. Come back and say, hey, this happened. I did this. This kind of worked well. I sort of, I still had that little fit, but I was able to bring myself out of it. And that is where the transformation occurs. And you've been in my mentorship program since February. So now we're in our 5th month. And this is where we start to actually see the things anchoring in. So it's not just, oh, I'll just try this on, or what was that tool? It actually becomes your go to. It becomes who you are because it starts to come into existence from the inside out. And I love what you said there, Liz. It's like I went through a really stressful time, but it's more like you learn how to ride the waves of the challenge. And as much as you commented that the time felt devastating, one of the keys is in the moment, it can feel like, gosh, why is this happening to me? And as we go, oh, okay, I'm going to breathe. This is just a body feeling. Yes, I might be feeling overwhelmed and anxious, but it is a body sensation. And if I go into that sensation and breathe into it and hug into it and accept that it's there, it loses its hold on you. And so it's like rather than the water rising, it's like you bring the water down to here so you can breathe and look around and say, what's my next best step? And that's so beautiful how you allowed yourself to go, okay, wow, whoo, this is coming. This is like a big storm. Come into my core, ground, get on top of the wave, ride it. What are the tools that I knew? And you were just able to pull those out. You knew right away, Linda, can we talk for a minute, right? We you reach out for support. That's the very first thing. Breathe. What's my next best step? Get some support. Now we can create a strategy and get into action. So we have these 3 steps in the program. We awaken, so we become aware. The application, which is what you talked about, and then there's how oh my gosh, accountability, right? It's like having that accountability, which is where you came back to the group and you came to myself and said, hey, I'm dealing with this. Can you support me? And we can provide some options. So this is showing the transformation that's happening within you.
Yeah.
And
It's
when you're in it, one more little thing here, just so because it's like got to come out, is that and now it's gone.
I'm sorry, that's my fault. I
No, not
interrupted.
at all, not at all. That's really funny. So go ahead and it'll come back to me.
Oh, yeah. No, I think when that incident happened, I panicked. And then it was like, okay, wait a sec. I can't panic. It's causing stress in my body. I feel like I'm having a heart attack, blah, 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 the drama and stuff. And then it's like, wait, hang on, you know, I know what to do. And, yes, reach out to you. And I did, breathing, and I did some a bunch of other things that you've taught us that are fascinating. And it brought me right down. And if I hadn't gone through working with you in the courses and all that, I would have handled the situation differently. I wouldn't have handled it well as I did compared to what I would have and how I would have handled it, before I started working with you. So it's interesting. And I find the work interesting because, like I've talked about in the past, my legs were really not doing well. Was it a year or 2 years ago? And something about this work has sort of realigned, but the work, um, I'm not sure how to explain, but I feel more energetic and I feel lighter and my body isn't in the pain. And I feel like I've released all the stuff that was maybe holding me back. So it was like, a clearing of the mind, body, and soul. I don't even know if that makes sense, but it was like cleaning up, clearing up, getting tools that'll help you work through it. And so I'm still just fascinated by this work because I have seen such a change in me. Um, you can't ignore the change has been that phenomenal. You know what I mean? It's um, and you know what? You have a 1 day class coming up. And oh my gosh, like I'm going to be signing up for that because every time I go do some work with you, I feel better and better. So what's coming up that we can direct people to? Because guys, you got to check this out. If there was ever a time, I would encourage people that know me, know my story, my history. I highly recommend you come and join us for the next class because, again, some of you that know what I've been through, and this has just been instrumental in moving me forward in life. So, when's your next class, Linda?
Liz, thank you so much. Yes, this one is called 10x Your Energy and Vitality. And when I interview my, clients and potential clients, and I ask, what do you want? They say, I want to have more energy. I feel tired all the time. I'm in a slump. I feel stuck. I don't know what I want next, especially women in their 50s whose now kids are tending to sort of be leaving the nest and they're well on their way. And I ask, what do you want? They're like, I haven't even asked that. And also in reference to what you said is around your body feeling better. And you see, everything is energy. And when we get the energy flowing in and through, the body relaxes. And this is where the healing begins. And it's like we clear the cobwebs, we clear all this stuff that you said you're holding on to, and we can start to look at what it is that we're here to do. And this is what we're going to be doing. So this 10x Your Energy and Vitality is on Saturday, January 8th, and it's from 9 to 10:30. It's an hour and a half. And really what we're going to do is look at how we can get the energy flowing through the body. And when we get the energy flowing and we give it direction, because energy likes some direction and structure, is that we can start to really look at what do I want? Where do I heal? What do I need to let go of? And all of a sudden, like you mentioned, you feel lighter because you're no longer carrying all those limiting beliefs. You're no longer carrying all the gunk. We can start to let it go and see what it is that we are here to awaken to. And this is what I mind gapped on just a bit ago, is that, you know, when we are in these low points, when we are in kind of the dark, the abyss of stuff happening, like you're in this, why is this happening? Is that it's hard when you're in it to see that the universe has your back and that there's a reason for this. Sometimes when we're in it, we don't really get what you are awakening to. But when we are in our darkest moment, and this is where grief is so, when we're grieving something, it's a lot, could be the loss of anything. It doesn't have to just be a loved one. It could be a business, a relationship, a part of ourselves. Is that is when we go so deep down into our core that we can literally rise up, and there is awakening or birthing that comes out of every dark moment. And the more we know and understand energy, the quicker the bounce back. And that's what you showed, is that like you were in it, you felt it, you gave yourself the day to kind of be in bed, and then you were like, okay, I've felt the body sensation, I've hugged into it, and now I'm ready to take my next step towards moving through it. And that is that you've built up your resiliency and your bounce back muscles. We're going to talk about these things. And when you understand how to move energy through and release what doesn't serve you, and how to really anchor into your body, is that your body wisdom is what guides you. If your mind could solve your problems, they'd be solved by now. Your mind can't do it alone. And we are bringing in the body, the mind, and the soul all to work together. And then that's when life starts working and we step into alignment. So that will be our conversation on Saturday, June 8th from 9 to 10:30.
Perfect. So it's June, what's the date again? June
8th.
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 Okay, June 8th at 9. Okay, perfect. Well, you know what? And I highly recommend again, everybody, like come to this class, and then Linda has a bunch of other programs. She does mentorship. I'm in a year-long program with her. And I'll tell you, I feel younger and more inspired and more balanced and vibrant. And, since I started doing this work, and there's just something so amazing about it, and it's proven. Um, and the results, I mean, it's just that much of a difference for me in my life before and after. And again, some people that know me have witnessed and said, hey, you seem to be, full of joy and moving forward. And so people are noticing it, not just me. Um, so Linda,
You're
do you want to
glowing.
talk a little bit? Oh, yeah, the
You're
works.
you're glowing. Yeah,
Am I glowing?
you glow, your
Yay!
smile, you're lit up, right? And that's
Yeah.
the idea, is that, we want to feel lit up. And what makes us feel lit up? If you think about the last time, and the people listening here, of the last time that you felt really lit up, what was going on? Maybe you were experiencing something new. You're in a new place, right? There's this sense of, I've never seen this before, and all your senses waking up. Well, we can have this on a daily basis when we're really connected into living in alignment with who we are, is that we're lit up because we come from a place of curiosity, and we come from a place of discovery and creation. We are creators of our life. And if it's not happening out there, it's because it's not happening in here. And that's where you see people that do this kind of work. They're always kind of smiling, right? They're always kind of giddy. They're always like, how are you? I'm great. And that's what this work brings. And that's why we look younger and feel younger. And our body doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it's
We're
incredible.
free.
It's amazing. And I know you have a couple other programs that you're offering up. And do you want to talk about that quickly, or should we just kind of keep people in suspense? They have to go to your website and check it out.
Well, they can go to the website, sign up for the free masterclass, because it gives you a chance to see if you resonate with this work, and if you resonate with my style. But yes, I do have an 8-month conscious awakening program. We're starting at the end of June, and this masterclass will give you a taste of kind of what it's about. And it's hopefully, Liz, you'll be there to share what you've experienced again. and you can, you can decide if that's something for you. But here's the thing is, where are you going to be at the start of January 2025? Where are we going to be? And if you want things to be different, if you want to be healthier, more vibrant, you want to be sort of feel like you're really got, this project maybe that's bubbling up inside is going, something needs to change. Because if it hasn't happened yet, then we're doing the same thing. We're on the same road. Here, we're inviting you to step into a new lane. It's still you. You are still you, but you're in a new lane, living life newly and in a new conversation and in a new way of seeing the world, a new way of viewing you and what it is that you're here to awaken to. And so if you are looking like, hey, you know what? I'm tired of these New Year's resolutions that don't work, or I say I'm going to, and someday, and wouldn't it be nice? If you want to be actually in it and go, I'm doing it, I'm doing what I've always dreamed of, then this is a great program for that.
I love that. And so everybody, the best way to reach out to Linda, and again, I'll put it in the comments with the recording. It's intentionallife.ca.
Yeah.
Is that
Thank you.
correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And check out the website again. Like, I highly recommend this. If I'd known about this 20, 30 years ago, it would have been perfect. So, and just a little side note, many of you know I have a history of epilepsy, and so there's some disruptions in the nervous system. And this has really helped with that. And I'm not even sure how to explain it, but I can feel my nervous system has shifted a bit through this work, that's just my experience. And I found that incredibly interesting. So everybody check out Linda. I'll put the information in the video. Come join us on June 8th. And we'll see you there. And Linda, as always, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll tell you, you're the right person, the right place, the right time with the right teaching and coaching for me where I am in my life. So thank you.
You're welcome. Things kind of work out that way, right? When we're ready, the right thing appears. So thanks for your time, Liz. Much appreciated. Much love to you and to everyone. I hope you guys got something out of this little chat. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you. Okay, bye, Linda.